When you begin working on one of the assignments in SAM, when you come to the project, first thing you'll see here are these three different areas of things that you need to do. First thing is to download the instruction file, and then you also need to download the Word document itself that you'll be working in. And when you go to download this, make sure that this file has your name, first name and last name right here. If it doesn't have your name there, then you're going to have problems later on. In fact, you won't be able to submit the file. You may also have other files, in this case a JPEG or an image file. Download that as well. Just go ahead and download everything that they have here and then save this window, because you're going to have to come right back here and submit this file later. Now once you download the instructions, those instructions typically look like this, where that you have some description about what the project is all about, and then you come to instruction number 1. And right here is where a lot of students miss it. It says open the file. So there's the file that has your first name and last name, _1.docx, and save that file as sc whatever underscore 2.docx. Now when I download those files, here are the instructions, and here is the file I was told to download. We'll see here the first name, last name, _1. When I download this file, I hope you see that there is a difference. Here we're told to download a file that says _1.docx, and here's the _1, but there is no docx. If your computer shows like this, then I suggest that you change the default settings of Windows. By default, whenever you install Windows, it will cause these what we call the dot extension or the file extension. It'll cause it not to show, and you really do want to see those file extensions on your files. The easiest way to do it here in Windows 7 is to simply click on Organize, and come to Folder and Search Options, and then select View, and then come down to the Advanced Settings area, and you'll see down here an option that says Hide Extensions for known file types. Now that's checked by default, and that's the way Windows wants their operating system to work, and I think it's crazy, but I don't want that for my assignment, so I'm going to uncheck it, which is a way of saying no, do not hide extensions. So I'm going to click Apply and click OK. And now we come back to this screen, and we see here there is the _1.docx, just as we saw up here. Now if I do as the assignment says, which is to open this file and then to save the file, save it as, I can come in here and take out the 1, replace it with the 2. I see the docx, I'm in good shape, save it, and close that file now, and you'll see that I have exactly what I need here, and the _2.docx is exactly what we were told to name the file as here, and that is also exactly what we're going to need to submit here whenever we go to browse and find the file and actually submit it. Your file name will have to be identical to what it says right here, and what it says right here is identical to what it says here in the instructions in all of this area. So let me show you though how this gets messed up sometimes by students. I'm going to delete the file that I just renamed, and I'm going to come back in and take out the option or change the option back to the default setting. I'm going to check yes, do hide extensions. Now we're right back to where we were. Many students know that in Windows that there are shortcuts, and there are shortcuts to renaming files. You can either right-click on the file and select Rename, which will highlight the file name and allow you to change that 1 to a 2, or you can just select the file and click on it a second time, and it highlights in the same manner and allows you then to take out the 2 like this. So here's what some students are doing. When they go to change the 1 to a 2, they'll go ahead and type docx. And now since it says _2.docx and they see _2.docx, they think that they've done it right. If they open this file and begin working on it, it's going to work just fine. And you look up at the title bar, you'll see that it says .docx. It doesn't look like there's any problem at all, but there is a huge problem. You would never ever be able to submit this file through the SAM website. And let me show you why. If I come back in here and go to Folder and Search Options, I'm going to turn that option off so that I can see the file extensions. Notice that whenever I manually changed that file name, I wound up with two .docx's. And that means that this file is now not named correctly. We're supposed to name it sc underscore whatever all the way down through our name _2.docx, and this second .docx has become part of the file name, and that is different from what we were told to do in the instructions. The instructions do not tell us to use two .docx's, and yet that's exactly what we've done. I encourage you to follow the instructions exactly as you're told. And when you download the file, that you open it and rename it within the file. And I encourage you also to go ahead and turn on, or I should say turn off, the option here that keeps you from seeing those file extensions. Remember, it's this one down here that says hide extensions for known file types, and you do not want your computer to hide them. You want them to show. You want your computer to show these extensions, so make sure this box is not checked. And if you'll do that, you'll be able to see your dot extensions and you should not be having any problems.